Welcome to the heart of Sooner Nation, Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. And if you aren't familiar with the saying, Boomer Sooner, you will be soon enough. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Sooners will put total leather and will get started. He'll call for the fair catch here. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well.
Oh, look out! And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He's looking to throw it. Turns it loose. It's caught. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Looking to pass on second down. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Michigan. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple of throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. He just never got started going forward. A huge loss of 8 on the play. The offense lining up for a first down play. He's going to pass. He's going for it all. He's got it inside the 30. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. When you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown, DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
And an early completion for this dude, but you'll see a lot of that. I mean, he's been unreal this season, like spreading the football around, multiple guys. Every game you look up, he's putting up huge numbers. This offense is built around his ability to throw the football, and that's why he's one of the best in all of college.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sooner. The AT unit on the field. Bangs it through for an extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
The snap sets up the throw. Finds his man. It's Marshall. And he'll be brought down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Stuffed almost in his track, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. They'll try to run for it. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Looking to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Fires left. A strike downfield. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
It's a really nice throw. It's so impressive watching this Oklahoma passing attack now. You think back to Bob Stoops taking over as head coach in 1999 and bringing with him the air raid offense, a style of passing attack that still wasn't very prevalent in college football at the time, but since then they've always had good quarterback play, guys that could play up tempo, make good decisions. This dude right here, he fits in perfectly with what they're trying to do throwing the ball in Norman, Oklahoma.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They want to run this quarterback. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, you know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs. So it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the designed quarterback run game going. Moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
The Sooners get enough to move the chains. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. looking to move it through the air. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. Got enough space. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out.
Going deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. At the 35, he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
On first down, here comes this offense. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll put the tight end in motion. Handoff to the single back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Fast motion from the offense. They'll go to the ground. Nice move to stay on his feet. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that were in the national championship or in the playoff.
And he's got it! Touchdown Sooners!
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, they love their ponies and their spirits there in the Bluegrass State. And they also love when Louisville and Kentucky lock horns. Kentucky may not be leaving town with a blowout victory, but they'll take the dub away from Kroger Field every time. The Cats have been racking up road wins since the Bear Bryant days, and they'll get another one today. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Keeps the play going. The sweet feet buy a little time. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And man, I'll tell you what, I just love his instincts. You can tell when the ball's being passed, he sees it, and he breaks on the football. That's why he's in the top 10 in interceptions this season. Just such a great feel in the passing game, and you got to be careful when you attack him.
Caught in the backfield, it's Hansen. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Just led him a little too far across the sidelines. Makes the catch, but it's incomplete.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch, he's got enough. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the 1st down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the 1st down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
And the Wolverines trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Barges ahead. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines. Man, did he show some hops for that one.
Some serious vertical right there. I'll tell you what,
it's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Oh, he's going to take a chance. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. We'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the 1st half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like 2 heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Going to the ground. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree, arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen, and a guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level because of injuries. This dude has it in him, though, and I'm sure he's reminding a lot of people in the stadium right now of good old Marcus Dupree.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Hines on the move. Got his man downfield. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
It's going to be interesting to see how the defense is going to try to defend these jet sweeps moving forward. They have got to have bodies in the perimeter of the field with their eyes looking at these receivers in motion because they can hand it off to them at any time.
Nice move there. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Looking to scramble. The flag flies in as this one falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires and picked off. Looking for more room. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
The offense set for a first down play. The give to the tailback. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Back to the ground with the running back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
See, I know that's not a huge game, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth-quarter game.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. He's piled up 82 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Maybe a tad out of field goal range and way too close to punt it. Kind of in no man's land, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Comes out throwing on 1st down. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Defense doing a great job watching the quarterback's eyes and breaking on the ball. They already have 2 picks in the game, and they swat that one away. They are doing an awesome job in coverage.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Lofts one high and deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On 3rd down, going up top. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Wolverines will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. The throw. What a snag by the defense. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
They'll give it to the back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the running back. Keeps the legs moving. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the right. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Feeling some heat. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Quarterback will audible. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He finds his man. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone read. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Unloads quickly. Still running at the 40. He's loose down the left side. The 10. slip through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Go ahead and have a day at the wideout position. You stack up some games like this, you can take down D.D. Westbrook's record 17 touchdowns in a season.
And I just want to play in this offense if I'm a receiver across the country. I know every year Oklahoma's going to spread the ball around, throw it around. You're going to have plenty of opportunities, and he is cashing in those opportunities with just touchdown, touchdown, touchdowns.
He's got it. One try is good as they build on this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close it in style with a 72-yard pass to the house. Kick coverage team was ready in their lanes, and he would have been better off just to take the knee in the end zone. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14.
And they got him for the sack.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Man, it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Flushed out of the pocket. Slings it downfield. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Offense getting set for 1st down. They'll give it on the jet sweep, looking for room outside. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Great job by the defense there, slowing down that jet sweep. And a big key was the defensive end containing the play, forcing the receiver to cut back inside to where all the traffic was.
Now on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Starting to feel a little pressure. That is just a sideline clinic. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want. And this passing game has them calling Boomer and answering Sooner again.
And they're starting to get this crowd jacked up and this crowd riled up. And listen, they love their team. And, dude, think about all the success Oklahoma has had over the years. Different casts of characters. But one thing they always have, offensive success.
Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He's got it. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Well, late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
He looks that one in nicely. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Makes the catch. Touchdown Sooners! And they take it in for 6 more points. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. First down here for the offense. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Unloads it left. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. The play action fake. Flushed out of the pocket. Makes a grab on the right. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Oklahoma 36, Michigan 15.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Getting some heat. And to get rid of it quickly. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Using his legs, it's Marshall. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes the sack. On the run, fires downfield. Lost the defense, he's wide open. They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ballgame.
Back to the ground game on the left. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Wants to fire on second down. Unloads to the wideout. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Slams his way forward. He'll get 3 out to the 11.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Got it looking for a first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And this offense is built around this guy. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense, and that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
And the Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Sends it downfield. Pulls it in on the right. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
And this guy has been putting up huge video game type stat numbers each and every week. Threw for over 300 yards last week. He's putting up another monster game today. Late in the year when you know Heisman voters are watching, this guy wants to bring the Heisman Trophy home.
That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. They bring him down, but not before he gets just enough to move the chain.
It's so nice to be an offense on 2nd down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run to try to get the 1st down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the punishment has been extended. And that might be a dagger. They push the lead out, and they are now setting their sights on their 12th straight win.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle.
And the Michigan offense will take over 1st and 10.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. He's going up top here late in the game. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that. But Palmer, it's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account, and it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that pass will be incomplete, and time has run out on this game. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to